Distance Beach Ventures here. We have today, we're going to make a nice review of the F9 series, which is brand new. It's not even released for purchase yet. But not only do we have the F9 series, we also have the F5S, the F5SR, and the brand new F9S. Some of you already know the Seabob F9 series. Let me give you a quick summary. What are the differences between the different models? You have on this side here, you have the F5, the F5S, the F5SR, which is the top of the line model. What are the differences in general? Well, it comes down to power and battery life. With the F5 unit, you have 4 power levels. With the F5S, you have 6 power levels. And then the F5SR comes with 7 power levels, and it comes with included camera. For all purposes, what we usually do is we just put a mount on the Seabob and put a DJI action cam on it for recording purposes. The video comes out much better than the included camera with the F5S or the F5SR. That's the major difference between the F5 series, but come a little closer and I'm going to show you the F9 series. So the nice thing about the F9 series, which is a game changer in the industry, is the weight. The machine is so much more compact and it's almost like a travel Seabob. It's only 20 kilos, which is a little over 40 pounds, and it has quite some power to it. This unit that we're testing today is the F9S. They also come with the basic model, which is the F9. Let's dig in a little deeper. Let's focus on the display a little bit. Here, the display has completely changed to the previous models. Instead of power levels like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you have like one gauge that basically where you have to initiate the speed by holding the trigger, which you can see here. It's a little hidden. The trigger is just like on the F5 series. You squeeze the trigger and then you press the plus button, and then you can engage with the speed. So the difference is, as I mentioned before, you don't have the power level. So if you want to switch into a different mode, you can just press the mode button here. You can go diving. This machine, compared to the other machines, only goes 30 meters. All the F5, F5S and F5SR usually go 40 meters when you play with the settings. By default, they go 2.5 meters. Here, this one goes 3 meters. If you want to change it, you will have to go into the dive mode. We do that in a different video. But if you want to have a sport mode activates after, I believe it's 40%. So let's try it out. You gotta hold the plus button and switch to sport. And then the machine takes off. We're gonna give it a little water demo in a little bit. Okay, enough talk. Let's give it a ride.
I know. That was a shark move.
It's a little change of scenery. We moved from the beach to the pool because there's not so much noise and it's just easier for me to show you everything with the calm water. Let's take a quick look at the Seabob F9S. So very nice here. You can see that it's designed by Porsche. This is the F9S. I'm going to turn it on in a second here. So in order to turn it on, obviously there's a button here, turn on button. In the water, everything is a little more difficult to do it. So I would suggest you guys do it before you get into the water. Here is the if you ask yourself, what is this? This is the charging port. It hasn't really changed. So the machine is turned on and let's go into the display. So as I mentioned before, there's no more power gears. On the previous models, we had like 1 to 7. This is now completely different. It gives you 1 to 100%. So in order to accelerate, you will hold on to the trigger, press the plus button, and the machine will accelerate. No more power levels from 1 to 7. You can go faster by initiating the plus button. If you want to slow down, you just press the minus button. Once you reach to 40% and you increase the speed, it will automatically switch into sport mode, which you can also do after 40%. Once you reach 40% and you hit the sport button, it will accelerate automatically to 100%, which gives the machine quite a boost. Then here you have the different modes. As I mentioned earlier, you can switch between normal and dive mode. Then also, these buttons here are the settings. So if you want to play with the settings, you can go into the operational settings. If we do that, we confirm with the middle button. You can change the diving depth. You can change the power limit timer. Exit to confirm. You press the button in the middle again. What else do we have? We have here user settings. What is that? That's the pin. If we don't have that, we just exit out. Wrong Seabob pin. Okay. Display settings, battery settings, charge limit. So the charge limit, we can change it to a certain percentage. So overall, I would categorize the Seabob F9S as a little brother to the F5S. It has definitely some power to it. It's categorized, it's 13,500 approximately, and is therefore equivalent to the F5S. I really like the futuristic design of it. It's pretty cool. I guess you have to get used. If you rode an F5, an F5S before, it's a little different from the handling, I would say. But it's pretty slick, pretty nice. And you have these wings that come out. There's no button. They come out and they give you a little more stabilization. You might see those green lights. Some would think those are actually lights that turn on and off, but it's just a reflection. And then on the bottom, if you turn it around, you can see it almost looks like a rocket ship with these two wings here, ready to take off. Shark here. This looks pretty cool too. The display is pretty nice. You would have to get used to it. here in the back, some people don't even know what that is. Besides the serial number, what it tells you, it does you here tell the serial number, but you can also put a harness in there. So with the machine floating to the surface, that's what we do on the beach, is we put people in the harness. You can clip it in here and then they can just get pulled rather than holding on with their own strength to the machine. So let's sum this up. We tested the F9S. There's also an F9, which is the basic one. The F9S is a little more money. Price difference is about $3,500, which is mostly due to power and battery life. But you can get the F9 also with extended batteries, which is actually quite nice because you get the batteries of an F9S, but only have to pay the price of an F9 plus a little extra. Well, how much is a little extra? It's about $1,000, but it gives you about 30% more battery. When I took it out on the beach, I was in the water for about, I would say maybe 40 minutes, and I still came back with 30% battery, and I rode the machine hard. You saw all the tricks that we did in the water. We went out about, I would say mostly about 800-900 yards, and we used quite some power. But I'm actually surprised with the battery life of the F9S. Not so happy with the price tag of $13,500. I would imagine when Seabob does come out with the more compact version of the Seabob, that it would be more in the $6,000 to $8,000 range. But it is what it is. If you guys want a Seabob, starting price is $10,000. Extended battery is another $1,000, so $11,000, and the F9S is $13,500. What other accessories can you buy or should you have? I always recommend bags to securely transport these machines onto the boat or wherever you travel. So get a bag, and if you think battery life is important to you and the regeneration of batteries, then get a quick charger. Fast charging is possible in 90 minutes compared to the regular 4 to 6 hours. So it depends on how you really use the machine. If you have a big family and only 1 or 2 machines, get a fast charger. If it's just you and your family and you want to use it on off, you might get away with just a regular charger. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, subscribe, watch our videos, and we'll get on to the more deeper view of the F5 series in a little bit, and we're also going to have some e-foils that we're going to review, specifically the Flightboard flight scooter. Very cool machine. The flight scooter is a machine that lets you e-foil for beginners. You have a handlebar in the middle and you can hold on to it, and you basically have a street scooter for the water. Check out our next videos and leave us a comment if you want.